This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Jim Schaller.
Welcome, good neighbors, to episode number 27 of the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. Today we have Irina and Nazar from Dance Life Florida Dance Center here in Florida. Welcome, guys.
Hi, Jim.
Hi.
Hey, pleasure to meet you guys this morning. Why don't we just jump right in and get this party started and share a little bit about what you guys do at Dance Life?
Sounds fantastic.
So, Dance Life Florida Dance Center, we are a ballroom dance school, and we specialize in mostly private instruction for adults. We do have some kids taking classes, but it is really about 95% adults that take classes, and I would say that probably 90% of that 90% are retirees. Again, it's mostly ballroom dance classes. It's everything that you can see, for example, on Dancing with the Stars, but also the country western and salsa, bachata, West Coast swing, all of that. We do have some group classes, but really not many. Our focus is primarily on the private instructions, most of the time one-on-one or the teacher with a couple. And also we host a lot of dance parties. We average 3 parties a week. Sometimes we have 4 parties.
Wow.
Yeah, we have, it's a big space. It's probably the biggest space as far as a ballroom dance school goes in Southwest Florida. So it's a really good place to run the parties. And we have ballroom dance parties, we have West Coast swing dance parties, Latin parties, and we also last year we added country western.
Wow, all kinds of parties going on there. Exciting. So how did you guys get involved in dance to begin with?
Well, we both originally came from Russia, Siberia, and we started dancing when we were 4 years old.
Wow.
And it's like a sport, so training almost every day, dance competitions. We're traveling since we were very little, from competition to competition. And so finally, when we were about 18, 19 years old, the opportunity presented, and we came here to United States. We worked at the dance studio as the just dance instructors for a while, for a few years, and then we had another opportunity presented itself, and we became a studio owners, and so became the owners of Dance Life. And while that happened, we were still professionally competing, traveling all over the country, other countries, and we became 3 times undefeated United States national champion,
Wow.
and also 3 times undefeated world champions in American rhythm.
Wow. So you guys have known each other for a long time to start with, right?
Yeah, since we were little.
That is great. And the competitions, you still doing the competitions here, or is it?
We retired as a professional competitors with each other about 5 years ago, after we achieved all the goals we had. But we are still participating in the dance competitions with our students.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, so the way it works, it's kind of like Dancing with the Stars, where the amateur dancer is partnered with a professional dancer, and you compete all over the country and all over the world at dance competitions around the pro-am teams, just like that. And at any given weekend in the United States, there are about 5 to 6 dance competitions all around the country.
Really? Wow. I was not aware of that. That's interesting. So I guess we've all endured some type of, I want to say, hardship or challenge that's kind of put us where we are today, and we're better off because of it. Is there something that happened along your journey that you'd like to share?
Well, I mean, training every day since we were 5. I mean, for over 3 years, that was an ongoing kind of challenge. And I won't say struggle, but I mean, it is a sport, so it comes with, physical, mental, health challenges, time challenges, money challenges, with everything. But as far as being studio owners, and I'm sure that that sentiment will be shared with many of your participants on your show, is obviously COVID time. That was not a walk in the park because, especially the care that the nature of our business, where instruction is done one-on-one in a very close contact, and given that majority of our clients are they're, let's say, 60 and up, so we all know that with COVID that presented more health challenges, and so they of course were much more careful. We had to be very, very careful. So it was definitely a challenging time, and of course, the dance parties that we run in the studio, they of course came to a halt for a long time. It took us a long time to get them back to the level of pre-COVID. So it was a challenge, but we made it through, and we're thankful for that. But we definitely don't want to do this again, like I'm sure all of you.
Wow. Nope. Nope. I don't think any of us want to go through that again. Not at all. Not at all. So are there any, I would say, myths or misconceptions when people think about, wanting to dance, or I'm too old to dance, or anything along those lines?
Well, you really kind of, hit the nail on the head on this one. The most common one we hear is that I'm not a good shape to dance. I have two left feet, or I'm too old to do this, where the truth is majority of our students start when they are when they're retired, when they're over 60, and there are many reasons for people starting to dance. Some had a dream since they were young to dance, but their parents did not allow them, and then they were parents of their own, so they could not spend time and money on themselves, and now finally get to do it. Many people come because they lost a loved one, and they want to do something that will get them back with our other people. I'm not talking about dating, but meet new people and exercise. Socializing and also exercising. It's exercising to a great music in an air-conditioned space, which kind of important given where we live, right? So it's so many aspects to this that are great about our industry that a lot of people don't realize. And of course, the famous "I have two left feet" or "I can't hear the music." And the truth about it is absolutely everyone is teachable. It takes time. It's a physical skill. It's a motor skill that if you willing to spend the time and put in the effort, absolutely everyone can become a good, confident social dancer to the point where, if they are in the bar and, I don't know, Mustang Sally started playing, they will be comfortable, getting up, inviting the other person and dancing with them. So I wish that more people knew that and not be afraid of making that first step for the door. That's
it. Get up and dance. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So are you seeing any, you mentioned you just recently added country. Are you seeing any trends within the dance industry or things that are more popular now?
We definitely see, and we travel all around the country, doing coachings in other schools, and we talk to the owners, and we're asking them what works for you, and what really works for us. And we have a huge, very active West Coast swing. That's a type of dance, West Coast swing community here in Southwest Florida that's thriving. We have the party every Wednesday, and during the season, we easily have 80, 90 people every single coming and dancing. And Latin dances are very, very popular. Salsa, bachata, merengue, very, very popular. The traditional ballroom is definitely, the Dancing with the Stars definitely helped, and it's still helping. So people have a little bit more idea of what is that we do. So it's not some old-fashioned stuff that your grandpa used to do. It's actually, there's a lot of songs, there's a lot of music, popular music that one can dance to. There are beautiful waltzes and Venus waltzes that you can dance to, and tangos and cha-chas, and the more and more young people dancing. That's great. So that's a trend we see.
There you go. I guess I need to ask, what is your favorite dance?
What's my favorite dance? It changes through the years. But I definitely love bolero. That's one of my favorite ones.
Wow, very
Slow,
nice.
romantic dance.
See, that's what it's about. So are your dances, are they, I mean, obviously you have students that are coming in and learning each week, but the dances seem like they're open to everybody, right? That wants to come, or how does that work?
Yes, it's a social dance party. Everybody's welcome to come. And you can call prior to make a reservation if you want, but you can just show up and you dance for 2-3 hours with each other. People just invite each other, so meet each other. You don't have to have a partner. So sometimes people feel that, well, if I don't have a partner, it's not for me, dance partner. But that's not true, because I would say 90% of our students do not have a partner, whether significant others doesn't want to dance or they just don't have one, and they come and they take instruction one-on-one with the teachers. So the teacher partners them, and then at the dance parties you just mingle around and invite each other and having a good time.
That's great. All about meeting new people and learning new dances.
Yes.
So what do you guys like to do outside of dancing, outside of work?
Oh, so we have 3 years old daughter.
Oh boy.
And that answers all of it, right?
Right. That's enough right there, right? That'll keep you busy for sure. That is great. So are there any last things you'd like to share with our listeners as far as Dance Life Florida Dance Center is concerned?
Well, just again that we are open to everyone, all ages, and we'll laugh about all shapes and sizes, and whether you fit or not, and whether you think you can hear music or not, whether you have 2 left feet or 5 left feet. It's a school. We teach people that don't know how to dance. So if you know how to dance, maybe you don't need lessons. So then you don't need us, basically. So we are for people that want to learn to dance, that also would like to come to parties and to share the joy of dancing with other people, whether they come by themselves or whether they have a partner. They can always go to our website, Dance Life, SWFL, Dance Life Southwest Florida, and see all the events we have, calendars, flyers. Give us a call at 239-495-3600 with all your questions. We will be happy to answer those. So we're open to everyone.
And I would say also that it's also very great for your health, for whether it's an emotional or physical. It's like a physical therapy, plus you get out of the house, you get to talk to different people, meet different people, but you get to move. It also challenges your brain, because you have to constantly think what step you're going to do next, how to lead the lady or how to follow, right? So it's pretty good. It should be prescribed by the doctors, I think.
That's right.
Well, actually, there are researchers, there are published researchers that ballroom dancing is number one activity for preventing and or slowing down, if one is already diagnosed with for dementia and Alzheimer's.
Really? Wow.
And I had students come into the studio that their doctors, their neurologists usually prescribed after minor strokes to regain the mobility and regain the brain function. They prescribe the ballroom dancing as the activity that will help with that. So it is truly a great exercise.
It's healthy for you, and you get good vibes from it. So that is great. That is great. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you guys for being a good neighbor, and we'll see you out in the community. And I'm gonna have to come and take some dance lessons.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com, or call 239-296-2621.